We sure did, and it wasn't as cold this morning. I don't know if you know. You're always up early with the kids. I don't know if you noticed.
It was cold enough.
It was cold enough, right. Some places did dip to freezing again, but it wasn't like yesterday morning when we had some readings out in the Hill Country, which is where you're looking there live via our Hill Country camera. As cold as, remember, 16, 17 degrees. Wasn't anything like that this morning. In fact, many locations, even in the Hill Country, did not even drop to freezing. And it sure turned out to be a pretty day, didn't it? We've had highs up in the low to mid-70s. Our official climate data not yet in. I'll have that for you on the 6 o'clock news. Temperatures right now, though, back down into the upper 60s, 68 degrees here in the city. It is at 8 o'clock tonight, forecast to be 59, and at 10 p.m. we're thinking about 53 degrees, so a warmer night tonight than the last couple, too. It's still 70 over in Bastrop and up in Rockdale and in Georgetown, 72 out there in Llano, 66 degrees around Lake Travis currently. Officially in Austin at Camp Mabry, skies are clear, and it is 68. It is 69 degrees out at the airport. The humidity levels beginning to come up again now as winds have generally gone back around to the south across the area. They're south-southwesterly at 9 at the airport. And sunset tonight still holding at 5:30 p.m. Mole count at 421 today in the medium category. Not expecting the mole to be much higher than that tomorrow. Around the state, it's not bad. 71 down in Corpus right now. It's 65 over in Houston. Dallas feeling pretty good at 64. 65 out in Lubbock, 75 in Midland. That's not bad for an early December day. Skies have been mostly clear across the state today, and it has been warmer across the state because of this southerly wind now that has returned. Now, across the country, the storm track remains across the northern portion of the nation, so that's where the unsettled and colder weather is right now. This pattern will change, though, in the coming days. Ridge of high pressure now will build over Texas for the next 2 days, meaning just some really nice conditions, warmer tomorrow and Saturday than even today, and today was pretty darn nice. But by Saturday night, a cold front comes in as a big low develops here over the Great Lakes, and that will keep us colder right on through early next week as we see a couple of fronts that get shoved down here into Texas as a result. But it does look like it'll be a dry northwesterly flow behind these fronts, and that should make them rain-free. I know yesterday we talked about the possibility of a little precipitation coming in. A couple of computer models were trying to develop a low back here behind the colder air. That does not look to be the case today. So we're going to leave rain out of the forecast early next week now. So between now and then, enjoy it. The morning's not as cold, and the afternoon's beautiful, both tomorrow and Saturday. It looks like that front we're expecting on Saturday will hold off until late in the day, so I think we'll squeeze out another good day there on Saturday. Look at these lows tonight. It shouldn't fall to freezing anywhere tonight. In fact, in very few locations are we even expecting to get near 40 degrees. Now, some of the coldest low-lying valleys could dip into the 30s, but in most locations it'll be significantly warmer. But, you know, when the winds shut off briefly and you have a clear sky, you can see a big temperature range. I noticed this morning there were some places that were as cold as 25 for the low out here, those cold pockets that were in the teens yesterday, and some places where the low was 45 degrees this morning. So it really, the local effects have a big impact, a 20-degree temperature spread in the lows this morning out in the Hill Country. But most places don't live down in those holes like that. Most people. All right, temperatures around the area tomorrow. We should be back up into the mid-70s, even nicer than today. Tonight, 48, clear, south winds at 5 to 10. Now, toward morning, some low cloudiness, maybe some patchy light fog as this south wind off the Gulf begins to increase the moisture again, and then partly cloudy in the afternoon, high of 75 with the south wind. All right, let's look at this forecast through the weekend here especially, and we've got nice. Actually, Sunday is not going to be as nice as Saturday. Got a front coming through then that will drop the temperature about 10-15 degrees on Sunday, and then cooler, I'd call that even colder, early to mid next week as temperatures drop to maybe 10 degrees below average.